back to BSPN. I'm Matt Hansen, joined alongside Thomas Euler and Josh Rasmussen. We are here with the final edition of regular season BSPN, for basketball at least, as wrestling finished up and Broadus Hawks basketball moves on to the district tournament this weekend. The Broadus Hawk wrestlers that qualified for state began their weekend on Friday at the First Interstate Arena in Billings. Novalee Blakeman lost both her matches to Penn, but got one of her only takedowns of the season. Aspen Krantz also lost both of her matches to Tegan Boyce from Cutbank and Josie Olszewski from Flathead Kalispell. For the boys, AJ Schoenbeck also lost both of his matches against Richard Schmidt from Cutbank and Riley McLeod from Conrad. Kail Irish won his first match against Bo Crabb from Plains Hot Springs, but lost his other two matches against Josh Lammerston of Lincoln County and against Nolan Evanson from Red Lodge. Regan Schaefer finished the weekend with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, winning against Payson Allaire and Nathan Gunderson of Chateau, and Ivar Ratcliffe from Whitehall, ending the weekend with a 5th place finish and his senior season on the podium. Colin Weatherall lost both of his matches, one to William Mishler from Sims and to Cash Carroll of Cascade. Jackson Knapp also lost both of his matches, his first being to Colby Crowell of Cascade, the second being to Dylan Connolly of Vallear. Ruben Kinsler had a record of 4 wins and 1 loss, winning against Grant Holland of Manhattan, Jacob Roth of Florence Carlton, Damian Ort of Fort Benton, and this granted Ruben a 3rd place finish to end the weekend. And he also wrestled Christopher Brawley from Baker and lost to West Banks of Lincoln County. Both teams made history this weekend, with it being Broadus' first year taking girls to state and the boys team earning a 2nd place team trophy, the first in Broadus history since 1977.
Last Friday night, the Lady Hawks took on the Plevna Cougars. This would be the second to last home game of the season for the Lady Hawks. The Lady Hawks started off the game well, pushing the ball up the court for fast break layups. It was a good night on offense for the Lady Hawks as they were able to drive in and pull up for short jumpers as well as hitting several outside shots. 21 of the 58 points for the Lady Hawks were scored in the first quarter. This allowed some of the younger players on the team to get in good minutes in the game, with the freshman Cassie Haggerty putting up another 6 points for the Lady Hawks. Emma Isaacs led the Lady Hawks in scoring with 15 points, with Mia Mader adding in 13.
The Hawks played the Plevna Cougars last Friday to start the game out with scoring. Jackson Bilbrey drove in for a nice bucket. Later in the first, Eli Heacock bangs a 3 from the corner. In transition, Josh Rasmussen got inside to score for an and 1. Jackson Bilbrey grabbed a rebound and flew down the court to put a layup in for 2. Landon Cap got the ball down low and went to work and get the basket. Later, Cooper Zimmer attacked the rim, blowing by his defender for the and 1 finish. Zach Jones hit a sidestep 3, showing his range from deep. Zach was an efficient 50% from behind the arc with 3 on the evening. Next, Jackson Bilbrey got a steal and attacked the way to the rim, scored for an and 1. Good ball movement created space for Josh Rasmussen to hit a 3. Tate Poppy for Plevna drove in and met a big block by Jackson Bilbrey, one of the 2 blocks he had in the night. Thomas Euler got the shooter's bounce on a 3 to start the second half off. Cooper Zimmer hit a mid-range jumper. The Hawks went in to continue dominating the win game 68-38. 4 Hawks had double-digit scores with Jackson, Zach, each contributing 14. Cooper and Tommy had 10 each.
When the Lady Hawks went up against the Terry Terriers last Saturday, they expected it to be a good competition. The girls tried to start off strong by pressing, looking to cause some turnovers from Terry. Although the competition did score the first few points, leading by a score of 7-0, the Hawks quickly caught up, almost tying it up at the end of the first. Maddie, being the 3rd top scorer of the game with 12 points, scored the first of the game with a 3. Halftime score was 15-25 with the Terriers up. But during the 3rd quarter, the Lady Hawks decided they were going to step up and ended the 3rd quarter tied with the score being 38-38. With 1 minute left in the 4th quarter, Maddie Zimmer hit a 3 to put the game within 1 point. The girls ended the game losing by 2 points, with the final score being 56-58. Season Schaefer led in points in this game with 16, along with Mia Mader having 14, along with 7 assists, and Emma Isaacs with 9 points. Kiara Chaska from Terry led all scorers with 26, going 7 from 12 for the 3-point range.
The Hawks played against Terry last Saturday after a senior night ceremony. The Hawks had a slow start, but the Broadus boys picked it up, starting from a three-pointer by Josh Rasmussen, and then a couple nice finishes from Jackson Bilbrey. The Hawks would go on a 13-0 run. To finish out the quarter, Zach Jones would hit a three, and the score at the end of the first was 18-8. In the second quarter, Landon Cap would start the scoring off by a nice finish inside for two, and then an and one later. Matt Hansen would have a tough finish through traffic towards the end of the quarter, and Landon would add on to his nice finishes through contact. Hawks were up at the half, 30-15. To start the third, once again, Landon Cap would find 2 more points in the paint. Thomas Euler would find some rhythm and knock down a three-pointer to put the Hawks up 35-17. Later in the third, Jackson Bilbrey would score on a nice post fade to end the Hawks scoring for the quarter, ending with a 44-28 lead. Jackson would hit another shot for two from the same spot as last quarter, early in the fourth. Then the Hawks would go on a fast break, and Bilbrey would have a nice pass to Cap for two. Jackson Bilbrey would later find two of his own from a nice take to the rim. To finish the night, Josh Rasmussen would have another nice three. The Hawks would win this game 58-30 on. Jackson led the team in scoring with 17. Landon and Thomas both chipped in with 11.
The 4C district tournament will take place this weekend, starting on Thursday through Saturday. With the regular season wrapped up, we all know the Southern C district tournament seedings. Starting out with the boys 4C. Jordan and Broadus secure byes. Wevo takes on Plevna, where the winner moves on to play Broadus, and Ekalaka will take on Terry, where the winner of them will play Jordan. On the girls' side, Jordan girls also secure byes, as well as Terry. The Wevo Longhorns will take on the Ekalaka Bulldogs, with the winner moving on against the Mustangs, and the Hawks take on Plevna at 7 p.m. Thursday, where if they win, will move on to play the Terriers. In the boys 5C, Melstone and Harleton Reigate got byes, while Custer Hysham plays Northern Cheyenne, and Forsyth will take on Broadview Lavina for their final round matchups. In the girls 5C, Melstone also locked up a bye with the boys, while Custer Hysham got the other bye. Broadview Lavina faces off against Harlow, and Forsyth will play Northern Cheyenne. And finally, in the 6C, the Bridger and Robert boys earned byes, as Puniku will play on Fromberg, and Repoint Rapid will play Absorgi. For the girls in the 6C, only Roberts has a bye since Bridger co-ops with Fromberg, and that Bridger team will go against Puniku, and Repoint plays Absorgi. The top three from each district will move on to divisionals on Friday, 28th through March 2nd in Miles City.
Thank you for tuning in to BSPN as always. Matt Hansen, Josh Rasmussen, and Thomas Euler signing out.